everybody, how's it going? So back at the desktop today, got a real quick one here for you. Today we are checking out the new 6060 Ultimate channel strip from McDSP. All right, now it's not that new. It's new to me. I just got to try this out the other day and cooked up this kind of drum sound. And all I can say is, crumbs balls, what the hell is this? This is absolutely amazing. So let me break it down for you. I'll show you guys what I got going on. Now, McDSP is a company with an amazing reputation. I've heard nothing but good things about them, and I've been wanting to do something with them for the last couple of years. I always bump into them at NAMM, say, hey, let's do something. Well, I heard the other day that they're having a sale this week, so I thought, hey, you know what? Let's finally do this video because it's long overdue, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not doing it sooner because holy crap, that snare sound. That is just absolutely raging. What in the world's going on here? Now, most of the mixing here is being done with the 6060 channel strip, but McDSP has all of their plugins on sale this week, so I definitely recommend checking out more than a few. This is kind of the first thing I grabbed, and I'm loving it just because of the versatility on it, because you can use it on so many different sources, your drums, your guitars if you want, your mix bus. I've got a tape emulator going on my mix bus right here. Just that. I haven't had quite the chance to delve into all the McDSP plugins yet. I'm still trying to find a 2-bus compressor from them that will compete with what else is out there. My favorite 2-bus compressor right now is probably the one from Brainworks, but if somebody knows one from McDSP that will give it a run for its money, please leave a comment below. I would love to know, because as far as channel strips go, holy crap, this thing's just kind of blowing me away. So yeah, drums. I've got this going on all the shell mics. I've got it on my drum bus. Like here's my close snare. Let me mute out the crusher for a minute there. So I've got my snare top, snare bottom, mixed to one fader, and that's raw. We're just getting this wonderful thwack on it. So what we've got going on here is tape simulator, a gate, a little bit of low frequency roll off, a compressor, an EQ, and then a back end limiter. And once we put them all together, we get this wonderful smack sound. Raw. Now, this channel strip gives us 6 slots to drop stuff into, and we can change it out for pretty much everything. We've got a billion different types of EQ, compressors, and then there's the more button with extra kind of goodies like tape emulation, distortion, and just all kinds of stuff to mess with your sound in a bunch of different ways. Now, I attended the URM Summit last fall, and the one thing I took away for it is if you're going to use a gate, use a McDSP gate. I think it was the Channel G, which was an earlier piece of software. This right here is their Easy Gate. You can see the whole list of things we can put up here, but the Easy Gate is just great. Just move the threshold back. You want a bit of bleed? You can bring the range in. The ratio there. 2-to-1's working fine. Fast attack. Fairly fast release. Bring that in and just pull it back. Nice and snappy. Even a side chain, so yeah, I can keep the kick drum out of it. And that's it. Turn it off. That's great. I'll roll off the bottom end on the EQ here. And then the compressor, I've got that dialed in, I'm not touching it. And just a little bit of EQ. What are we boosting at? We're boosting at about almost 10K, about 5 dBs, a little bit at almost 4K, a little bit of 500 scoop, and a big bottom end boost as well. Get a nice thwack. And then we've got this insane opto limiter on the back end, and this is just all kinds of fun. Off, on. Just add just a little bit more smack to it, and that's great. So all that combined is great, but what's wonderful is we can change out the different module types without changing the values. I saw this on the PSP strip as well, and I thought that was fantastic. I didn't know you could do the same thing with the McDSP. This is a super cool feature I think more plugin companies should start using, because it just lets you get the sound you want a whole lot quicker. Like if we change this compressor out. Right now, we've got it set to a Neve style. This is what really reminds me of something like a 33609. We've got a whole list of compressors here. We've got everything from a Fairchild to like a Manley Verimute style to one that's kind of homemade. A couple of different Opto LA and 2A style compressors, the Neve. The Over Easy, which is obviously a DVX style compressor, which I've got a couple of those at home. The 160s, those are great on kicks. An 1176 style. And this is like, again, they call this one the Frog. This is kind of their own homemade one. See what happens when we start swapping these out. Yeah, this one's kind of fun. I've actually got that on my Drum Crush bus because it just absolutely rules. But we're going to go back here. It seems to be the nice balance of attack and a little bit of sustain. It's not completely overdoing. I think the Over Easy, honestly, is a little bit more aggressive here. It's a little piff, piff, piff. Gives us a bit more of that sustain that I'm looking for. Throw a bit of drum verb on there. Take the solo. We can hear it just. I've got this on pretty much everywhere. I've got it on the overheads here. Just got a low frequency roll off, bit of tape saturation, and then a little bit of compression going on to take the snare out of the overheads a little bit. Because we want the attack from the snare coming from the close mic, not necessarily the overheads, but I don't mind a bit of that sustain on the snare. That's kind of cool. Again, it's all about making your mics work together, and with this strip, it just makes things super easy. Again, here's the drum room. Oh, is that all kinds of fun or what? Again, we got that 33609 kind of compressor, and we've got the opto limiter on the back end, but we've got a saturation control here. This one's fun. That is just cool. Jackson Ward on the drums, of course. That was in his relatively small drum room, and yeah, we're just getting a massive sound with that. And of course, the No Mercy track. This is the Drum Crush. We're using this for parallel bus compression, and we are just slamming the ever-living crap out of the signal here. That's not even set to hard. We've got like a more extreme version. Let's hear that in the mix. Now, I've been messing around with some of the other McDSP plugins as well, and I've only just kind of gotten my feet wet with this, but I think I'm going to like using these on a lot more mixes. On the guitar bus, we've got, instead of like a Wave C4, we've got their multi-band compressor going on. This is the ML4000. Watch what happens when we get into the palm mutes here. See a little gain reduction there? Take that out. That's all kinds of super clean. And I've been messing with this too, the ML4000 mastering limiter, just for take a little bit of the dynamics out of the guitars, make them a little bit more stable, as it were. This is where I normally put like an L1 or a Loud Max or something. Again, I'm super impressed with the clarity of this. This is just very transparent. Now, one of the things I discovered here messing around last night with the kick drum was the Bob, which is a bass optimized bias. And it's kind of like a low frequency enhancement. I don't know if there's like synth going on or here's something like that, but if you don't have something cool like a Solomon Low Freak on your kick drum, you can throw this on and just kind of enhance the overall bottom end. You can pick a frequency and then how much you want to apply. I'm not sure what the squash and the rate do, but I sure like the freaking result. Pick the frequency. Take that out. Let's hear that in the mix. Let's hear that in the mix with the reverb back on. That is just super cool. Once again, I've got a few of the other McDSP plugins going on. I've got the channel strip going on here in the mix bus as well, just for a little bit of tape saturation, so I can throw that across the entire mix because I really like this tape simulator. Can kind of crush it a little hard. Take that out. Got a bit of a volume reduction there as well, just to get the peaks under control. And I've got the ML4000 going on as my main mastering limiter as well. And this is, again, just super impressed with how transparent this is. Very cool indeed. All right, so that's the McDSP plugins. Like I said, I'm just blown away by this channel strip. I can't believe the drum sounds it's giving me. I'm really, really happy, especially with that snare sound. It's got kind of that more ultra modern tight sound that a lot of you guys like. And I'm super impressed with the gate on that as well. Just real easy to work with. Just twist a few knobs and it sounds freaking amazing. Once again, everything at McDSP is on sale for a very limited time. I'll have all the details and links in the description below. So if you guys want to get your hands on some amazing tools at a great price for a very limited time, grab them while you can. I'll see you next time.